All right, ladies and gentlemen, good evening, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are. I'd like to welcome you aboard another Charlie 31 departure. Tonight, we are going to be taking off out of Christchurch, flying down to Queenstown here in New Zealand. We're going to, of course, take a New Zealand aircraft. Didn't want us to do the standard all blacks because it's special. It's a great looking airplane, don't get me wrong. Just thought I wanted to take old Triple X here. So into the flight deck, you're going to see a little bit how we get the aircraft set up, some of the tools I use. And so we use FS Desktop. That's how I know, that's how I can see what it is you guys say. So we put that up here. We can also double check our vPilot. Nobody's on right now. We are connected 124.0. We'll turn to 22.8 here in just a moment. And then there's the chat. So let's get 122.8 dialed in. But been such a beautiful day here in Colorado. Thought it would be nice to continue that day and catch old New Zealand on sunrise. So the other tool we use is the all-in-one tablet, and then we can get that closed. We're good to go. So make this just a little bit bigger. And this is where we see a little bit of chaos with the machine. So as we start up Navigraph through the tablet, it causes a little bit of glitching, but that's fine. We know it's there, and we know exactly what's causing it. So that's why you see a little bit of stutters and stalls and all the other fun stuff. So we can go ahead and unload flight from last night. That was Ontario over into Phoenix. And now we can import from SimBrief. We will grab that New Zealand one right there. Oops. After that is done, going to be a quick straight down flight into Queenstown. Let me make this a little bigger so you guys can see it. There you go. You should be able to read now. But there it is, our flight. Christchurch to Queenstown. We're going to go to runway 23. Go ahead and select the approach for that. Let's go RNAV. Let's see. We want to go, I like that one. So RNAV Zulu Atcol. RNAV Zulu Atcol. We'll go ahead and add that one in right there. And there we have it. All right, gonna be a fun little arrival into Queenstown. Yeah, kind of like right there on the edge of town. Right on the edge of the water, so we're doing pretty good. We got that set up, so then we can get our panel stereo turned up just a little bit so you guys can see that. Move this one down here, and then we can go ahead and continue with setting up the aircraft. So if you look right here, south 43, 29, 34, so then we can go to our position in it. So we are south 43, 29, 43, 29. East 172.32, 172.32, 26. So we're good to go there. So let's get those lights turned up as well. And let's get our, we'll set it to our call sign. We are Air New Zealand 2000. Over to TARA. So there you go. See all those lights. Let's get these lights turned up for you as well. And there we go. So we're out of November Zulu Charlie Hotel. Drop that there. And there it is. That's the airport. Let's go ahead and bring up our GPS. 4329.2, 4329.34. All right, we'll bring that over. Drop that in. Everything's good. There it is. It's all coming alive. All right, onto our route. Automatically going to go ahead and pop that in there. And then we can also add November Zulu, even though we don't need to. November Zulu Quebec November. And we're just going to go ahead and request our flight plan. So there it is, SimBrief. Christchurch to Queenstown. Let's grab that one. Set payload, set fuel. Select our route. Now we'll get a little bit of awesome there. All right, while it is doing that, let's go over to the overhead, get the aircraft set up. Nothing to do there. We're good. No. No, we're okay. And we are on ground power. Everything's good to go through there. come down through here. Emergency lights are set. Chime is on. Let's get all the butts in the seats. Get the people all ready to roll. Coming through here, we can go ahead and turn those on as well. Through there, and we are doing A-okay. All right. With that, go to our flight bag, and we're going up to flight level 280 today. There we go. And I think Christchurch, or not Christchurch, they're both at sea level, so let's go look at Queendtown. Queendtown is actually on a lake, 1171, so that's going to go 1150. 1150 set there. There you go, Queendtown. We're doing all right. Plan on landing on runway 23, 5,800 foot runway. More than enough for this beautiful 737. Yeah, EMAS down there. And there's the airport. We'll look at parking stands once we are en route. So we can go ahead and load our route. Back over here, let's go ahead and grab Christchurch, make that the active chart for us. Alright. Departure, arrival. We're going to depart on runway 20. And we will be on at the 1 Quebec. And that's going to go to Goopit. There you go. And we are going to arrive runway 23. We are going to be the RNAV Zulu runway 23. RNAV Zulu runway 23 from Atoll. We'll be coming in on the Elra 5 Bravo. There's nothing there, so we can go back to our route. Go ahead and look at our legs. Looks like we're doing A-okay there. That's we're all right. That we'll set 3,300 there, so we're gonna make that /3300. There we go. So then we can activate and execute. Back to our route page, onto our performance in it. Already got our zero fuel weight calculated in there, and our reserves today are 32. 3.2, there it is. Cost index 6. We're just raking it in today. And flight level, what did we say? We're going to 280. And our cruise wind is going to be 250 at 33. Execute that onto the N1 limits. Now we can come over here to our performance tool. We are departing on runway 20, import from OFD. And the weather, 3027 is our altimeter. So 3024, 3027, let's change that. That will be delete 32024, submit and calculate. There we go. We can do a takeoff one at a select temperature of 52. So let's go ahead and crack that one. 52. Drop that in there. Go to our takeoff, flaps 5. CG 4.85. Somewhere right about there. 33, 34, 39, 34, 34, 39. I'm okay with that. So 139 is what we want here. We can accept those. So that's about it for the FMC. We're good to go. And runway 20. The heading of 196. And we're going all the way up to 280. There we go. So we are set there. We can go ahead and get that going. That going. LNAV, VNAV, we're good to go there. And with that, that's going to bring our fuel pumps on. We can now start the APU. There it is, a little bit of movement. We are chugging right along. Alright, FMC is good, you're set, you're good. And we can go ahead and drop you down there. Reset the fuel flow. That's for now, that's for this flight. We bring the FS actions up over here, push back, and we're just going to go straight back. So I'll take a look at this amazing little airport. This is Christchurch. We are on VATSIM. There is absolutely no one here. So we're just going to push straight back. We're on gate stand 18. We will turn out and there you go. And we will expect this runway right here. So we will depart that way. Let's go take a look at our airport, and you'll see that we are parked right there. So we'll go all the way up to the end of the runway. Alpha 2, hold short, and then we'll depart on runway 20. 10,787 feet. That we can go ahead and get you going and come back over here. Let's go ahead, ground off, get our ground power release. There we go. One quick check before we do that.
Glide slope. Pull up. Wind shear. Wind shear. Wind shear. Terrain. Terrain. Pull up.
Airspeed low. Airspeed low.
Alright, that's a system pass, so we're good there. Alright, so we are good. Get you turned over to APU, and then we can get our window heat turned on. You're set. Get you going to there. Yep, we are solid, ready for pushback. So let's get the jetway removed from the aircraft. Wow. I like that. Nice little noises there. Alright. So with that, we can go ahead and select our tug. We're going to go straight back. Let's go ahead and get that started.
Cockpit to ground.
Go ahead.
Beacons on. Brakes released. Clear to push straight out.
Copy that. Clear to push straight back. Release the parking brakes, please.
Brakes released.
Brakes released.
And first flight of the day, we're going to go ahead and cross start. There we have it. So all over the ground. We're going to watch for 20 to 25. Only around 22 is when I put the fuel switch. Get the aircraft engines fired up. There we go. Looks to be beautiful weather down here in Christchurch, New Zealand today. So just continuing the streak. Going to be a nice one tomorrow in Denver as well. Fuel stabilized. And two's up there.
Complete. You guys can set the brakes.
Brake set.
Okay, nice
Alright,
push.
let's
The brake
start
is set.
engine
We'll see you next time.
number 1. Same thing, waiting for about
Yeah, no
20,
problem, guys.
25.
We're disconnecting the tow bar now. Stand by. Okay, tow bar is disconnected. We're disconnecting the interphone right now. Pin's gonna be on the right-hand side, guys. Take care. We'll see you.
Thank you. Introduce fuel. Running a little low on the number 2. Fuel stabilized. N2's coming up. We're doing all right. Pause there about 56. Have that switch pop off. There we go. With that, we're gonna go ahead and turn you to continuous. Get you on aircraft power. We can go ahead and get you taken care of. Probe heat on. Gen 1 yaw damper and cross feed. There you go. Flaps set for 5. And flaps in transit. Moving. Auto brake set. And we're ready to roll. So, Christchurch traffic, New Zealand 2000. Getting a taxi runway 20. Christchurch. Alright. With that, park and brake can come off. And we're just going to make a left turn, follow taxiway off to all the way up to the end of the runway there. Taxi light coming on, APU coming off. No warnings there for takeoff configuration. Brakes work, taxi lights are on. What are those? Those look kind of cool. While we're taxiing here, we're just going to take care of some housekeeping stuff. I'd like to welcome everybody aboard. If you like this kind of flying, hit that like and subscribe button. Hit the notification bell. That way you know when I hop in the flight deck, go out and cause some airborne chaos. Thank you. Alice has joined me in the flight deck, so there you have it. Alright, end of the runway is coming up here, so let's quit mucking around and looking around. Auto throttle armed. Runway heading 3 ways. Altitude is set. Speed set. We're gonna hold short of the runway, make sure we're good to go, and then we are gonna blast out of here down to Queenstown. Christchurch traffic, Air New Zealand 2000 lining up, runway 20, Christchurch. There you go. We are being cleared for takeoff. We're heading of 196. There we go. 40% power. Let it stabilize. And toga. Thrust set. Mercy Queen, welcome aboard. Thanks for joining me on tonight's flight. A little bit wavy on this old runway. Bit of turbulence coming out, as you would expect being on the coast here. And you can see flaps are 1 and the green arrow is up. We can bring the flaps all the way up. And we can also accelerate. So with that, on that note, we're going to go ahead and just engage the old autopilot. So command 1 is on. We are set. Aircraft should be able to fly itself for now. That gives me an opportunity. Look at the little track there. Gives me an opportunity to do the after takeoff checklist. So reject the takeoff rate. You're off. We're bringing you there, light. We're good. Everything else a-okay here, and there. After takeoff check has been complete. Go ahead and do our traffic rings. Bounce that out to about 40. We're on our way down to Queenstown. Should be a fun little arrival. Always fun flying into Queenstown. Love doing it in the old Caravan back in the day. All right, holding 250 knots. We are below 10,000 feet. Should be coming up on our transition altitude here in just a moment. Let's take a look at that. Let's see, 13,000 feet here, so we're doing okay. To gup it. There we go. Nice looking airplane. I always like the Air New Zealand livery. We're on our way up and out. Let's go ahead and look at our arrival. Our approach. Pretty legit little approach coming into Queendtown. So you'll see we'll be coming from over here, so we got all kinds of little turns. Atkill, turn, almost like flying into Montana. If you come from the right way into Bozeman. 3,300 feet at La Rave. And come around the corner, you're good to go. Such a fun little approach. But that's what makes Queendtown so much fun. Go ahead and look at our minimums. We're 2718. But we are doing an RNAV, so that's going to give us feet. 1547. So we'll go 2718. Reason we're doing that is we have a lot of various terrain around the airport where we were landing. So rather than have it bounce back and forth all the time as we're turning and getting lower and higher above valleys and mountains, we're just going to maintain the 2718 barometric. So RNP, required navigation performance, is 0.3 or better. And that's all we got. So should we miss, it is straight ahead, 10,000 feet. And we make the kind of a fun little one. So let's go ahead and look at it. So straight ahead, 10,000 feet. Then we continue flying around all the way over here. And we come back out. And we need to be above, at or below 9,000 feet at the rucksack. But that should all be set up in the FMC, so we're good. Alright, let's go back over here. 1, 2, 3. Let's go to the legs page, see where we're at. Sunglow 878. Runway 23, let's grab that, put that in our fixed page, drop in 10, drop in 5, that gives us the rings. This is going to be a fun little approach, so here we go. Then the other one, we want to go to airport chart. Arrival, departure, taxi route. Let's see what this says. Remain on 118.1 and taxi as instructed by Queenstown Tower. Contact Queenstown Delivery 121.9 only if you require parking information. Light aircraft landing at Queenstown when Queenstown Tower is off watch. Contact approach. Jaden, welcome aboard. Welcome back, man. Good to have you here. Thanks for coming. Alright, that's it. There you go. Instrument training operations, ATP, speed restriction. Arriving speed range between 80 and 110. Reducing to 80-90 knots. Crossing the aerodrome boundary. That's nothing to do with us, so let's go to parking stands and coordinates. So we're going to park at stand 3. There you have it. We'll be landing over here on the runway. We'll taxi back, catch that little diagonal. Jaden, we're going into Queenstown. We're flying Christchurch to Queenstown, New Zealand, South Island, so we're doing all right. Fun approach into Queenstown, so get ready for that one. We're coming up on our top of climb, our cruise altitude. So we'll get her all set, figured, and we'll we can let everybody move around now. There we go. Level off 280 there. Cabin pressurization doing okay. You been hanging in there, Jaden? You got any plans for the weekend? Go back over here. Performance tools. So let's see. Actually, let's look at our progress page, see how we are doing. We're going to be in Queenstown. We're 47 nautical miles away from our top of descent. So we're going to go ahead. Let's go ahead and drop that one there. And there you have it. So on the arrival, uh, 10,000 at Ekbach. Let's see how that looks. Let's just make it 10K. Go through, see if we got anything funky. 3,300 there. Yep, we're doing all right. So, above, at or above 10,000 feet at Ekbach, and then we start our R&P into the airfield. So you'll see there 10,000 feet at Adkill. Actually, we could do that. Let's go slash 10,000A. And make that one 10,000 even. Execute that. Those two changes are in there, so we're doing okay. 8,600, 7,500 there. Let's do that. Alright, have a couple good hard altitudes set in there so we don't float this one all the way down. There is a lot of terrain, so it may be one of those things where we hit the terrain inhibit, which is that one right there, so I'll get that one opened up just in case. Yeah, we're doing okay. So we can bring it down to 3,300 now. Alright, expecting lower after we pass Larev. So once we get to Apecta, then we will dial it down. The lowest we want to go is the runway, which is going to be 1221, so 1409, so 1400, so about half what we got in the old altitude window there. So chugging right along, we are within 30 miles of our top of descent. Oh, that's what we're doing. All right, let's get our landing done. So we're going to land on runway 23, 3027. (3027) pre-selected there, so we can go ahead and calculate. We're looking about 148. Go ahead and do that. Import aircraft details. So 148 flaps 30. So we can go here. Drop that in. Now we have a ref speed for our approach. Doing pretty good, folks. Doing pretty good. 0402 10412. So we are about 30 minutes away from being on the ground. Jaden, hit me up in the comments. Let me know what we could do to make these flights a little more exciting for you guys watching. What do you need? Or do you have a flight you want to see done? You know, Mac, I'm doing pretty good. Sorry I had my mic muted, but yeah, we're landing runway 23. Gonna be cool. I am doing well. Thank you for asking. Had a beautiful day out here in Colorado. So yeah. How about you? You hanging in there? You doing all right? That is good to know. Excellent. Work treating you all right this morning? You're about ready to be done, right? Ah, Ugped. I don't know if Ugped's on this one, is it? No, that's the other way, coming in the other side. I've got Atkill. Nice. Big plans for your Saturday? Kind of confusing. New Zealand should be on Sunday morning. You're Saturday morning. I'm still Friday night. No, 2-3 comes in through the mountain. Look at this approach, brother. Brother. So we come in from up here, do this S-turn through the valley, and then right down. Copy that. I don't know that I will be there. My first officers refused to let me sleep last night. But if they refuse to let me sleep tonight, I may pop in. I'm coming up the valley. Yeah, the Ugped one we got, we ended up coming down the west coast of New Zealand and then in this way. There's the Ugped. Be nice if this was all like cruddy weather. Cracking through some clouds, having a good old time. We have not. That's you come in right there. Rachel, thanks, man. Appreciate you doing that. Hit that thumbs up button, guys. And so if I remember that visual, come in this way, fly that way around, and join that way. If I remember right. We need to do that. I mean, they got these standard routes that don't even have to do nothing. Fly, just take off and go. Don't need to talk to no one. Alright, let's go to our standard barometric pressure. Go around this mountain, up that little valley. We're doing, here we go, here it is. Ah. A little bit of turbulence there, a little, oops, there we go. Must have a weather update. 02 after the hour, probably. That. Let's go ahead and set our auto brakes to 3. Here's good. Throw you guys on. Let's see where we at. 11,000. Everything else is good. Here we go. we go. We are on it. Copy, on the lookout. Queendtown traffic, Air New Zealand 2000 joining the RNAV Zulu runway 23, Queendtown. Let's make sure we're on 22.8. And apologies, Queenstown traffic. Air New Zealand 2000 on the RNAV Zulu runway 23, just crossing Nashville. Yep, I am broadcasting, so we're good. Copy that. Thanks for the heads up, pal. With that, let's go ahead and get some flaps introduced. Speed brake arm. Copy. We are quite high. We're doing okay though. You're down, coming up to 10 miles out. Queenstown traffic, Air New Zealand 2000, 10 mile final runway 23, Queenstown. It's a fun route, man. It's fun coming into this airport. Look at that, right in the valley, settled in. A little wobbly. Straight down the nose on the runway though. Runway heading 232.
$2,500.
Follow the river, follow the river. Little wonky, we're good, good. There it is. Queenstown traffic, Air New Zealand 2000, 737-800, 5 mile final, runway 23, Queenstown. 30 it is. We are set.
Approaching minimums. Terrain, terrain, pull up. Terrain, terrain, pull up.
Alright, there we have it. Terrain inhibited on aircraft. My controls. Going to be a firm landing
1,000.
and smooth. Little burble coming around the mountain.
400. $300. 200. 100. 50. 30. 20. 10.
Got EMAS down here, so let's go ahead and get those turned around. There we go. All right, not a bad landing. Let's see, 147, getting a little better on that. Nicely done, nicely done. Yeah, that was not horrible. We'll go over there, park next to that other Air New Zealand. We're doing pretty good, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Queenstown. We're going to taxi to the gate. I'd like to remind you to remain seated till we turn the fast seatbelt lights off. Till then, I'd like to thank you for flying with us today. Well, that's interesting. All right, well. No buildings at the old airport. I did double check, make sure they were here, so. Alright, well I guess we'll just pull up and we'll park in spot number 3. And left wondering where the old buildings are. Maybe we don't have buildings here. Maybe you just walk out to the aircraft. With that, you can come off. Everybody's done there. And we can go ahead and get you shut down as well. There's supposed to be buildings here. Well, that was anticlimactic. Anybody go Marshall? No? We're good? Alright. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Buildingless Queenstown. I appreciate you being here. That's going to do it for our flight this evening. And Mac, let me know how you're doing, and I'll let you know if I wake up for some reason or another. So let's get the chocks set, and we can also, I guess, get the air stairs up. Apparently, kind of lame. Now we gotta go ground service vehicles. Chocks set. Beacon is off. APU is good. There it is. Alright. There's L1, L2. Let's get those out. Ladies and gentlemen, thanks for flying with us. We're going to go ahead and get this turned over to ground power. And we can actually get you turned off as well. Doors are opening. Alright, pal, I do appreciate that. I will give you a jingle if I wake up. So, fuel pumps can come off. Aircraft is good to go. We are set. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to beautiful Queenstown. I appreciate you being here. That's going to do it for tonight. Have a great rest of your day, great rest of your evening, or great rest of your afternoon. Thanks for flying with me. We'll catch you on the next one.